Hello, hello. Oh gosh, my lights aren't on. Ah, back in a sec. What's up, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream, man. Just give me 1 second. I have water now. What's up, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, welcome. Let's get things going. That looked cool without the bright lights. What do you mean? It looked cool like that. But you can't see me. You can't see me like this. So, alright, today we are picking up once this like that. But it looks terrible. You might say it looks good, but it only looks okay right here. It would look absolutely terrible the moment that, like, things got small. Like that. Would look bad. But yeah, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Let me lower the brightness. Again, so if I turn it off, here's the thing. For one, it's going to auto-adjust. That's what it's doing. It gets very noisy. The camera gets really noisy. It's not great. So we leave it on. Yeah. We leave on the lights. Whew, I don't know if I actually caught that. Oh yeah, the Pokemon Presents tomorrow. I kind of forgot about that. I'm excited. Hopefully we see some good stuff come out of it. Some more Scarlet Violet information. I'd love to see something about some kind of like side game. But yeah, I'm gonna go into it same way I always go into these things. Zero expectations. It's like the #1 way to do it because like I literally can't be disappointed. Barely heard the cough. It was a sneeze. I don't know why. No one thinks I sneeze. It just they think it's coughs. Like, even when people hear the whole thing. I'm expecting is more Master stuff, more Go stuff, and a big Scarlet Violet section. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like... I feel like we never hear anything about Masters. Which might just be because I completely blank it out because I don't pay attention to it. That, or I'll see. I don't feel like we see Go stuff all that much. Like Pokemon Go, Niantic seems to kind of just handle that. So I don't foresee much in the way of that either. Like I don't see much beyond Pokemon's doing well. Here's like really the only thing I feel like we see is Scarlet Violet stuff, but. I honestly would sooner expect to see an announcement of another small game. Unite. I think Unite's gonna get a section of some magnitude. What other mobile stuff would they show? They mentioned mobile and app stuff in the announcement. That's fair. That's fair. I didn't really see the announcement. I didn't pay attention to it, but like, honestly, home, literally any random mobile app that it feels like. It feels like every single Pokemon, like, Direct, I guess now Pokemon Presents, they've just kind of shown insert new mobile app, largely. So it could be that. It could potentially be that. But yeah, if they're specifically calling that stuff out. What? you want to come... What do you want to do, cat? You've been screaming all day. With no resolution. Devious, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hope all is well for you. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Hey Colin, what's going on, man? Pokemon Cybernet, the game that teleports you out of the phone directly into your brain system. Perfect. Still no shiny at 13,000 soft resets. Jesus. Hope you get it soon, man. I really, really hope you get it soon. Hopefully we can get this SHAYMIN soon as well. Like, I feel like this hunt's been going on forever, because it kind of has. This is, like, kind of the hunt we came back with at the start of summer. But then I haven't, like, I just haven't been shiny hunting, I think, is really the bigger thing, you know? So, yeah. I hope we can find this soon. Like, we're not near odds, I can't be picky, but I'd like to find it quickly. Also, may have to go change shirts here at some point. There's like a sweater, which is kind of not summer attire, and so it's a little warm in it. It was not my greatest decision. Plot twist, they announced Gen 10 before Gen 9 releases. Starters spoiled next month. There were too many leaks for Gen 9, they just gave up. They're gonna start doing Gen 10 stuff. I'm like, fine, you're doing the, you guys are handling the announcements for Gen 9 yourself. I guess we'll leave that to you. We'll talk about something else. The power move from Pokemon leaking whatever the Switch successor is. Saw no leaks of any Pokemon Scarlet Violet. I haven't seen anything with them either, but I know they were a big deal. Whenever they happened, they were a pretty big deal. People were a little bit upset to hear that the stuff got leaked, so... I imagine, yeah, something happened, something was leaked at some point. I don't know what it was, though. And honestly, anything that's a leak right now is still just a rumor. Same kind of deal as what I went into BDSP with and Legends. If Pokemon Company hasn't said it themselves, it hasn't been said. Like, you know, you can't take anything from anyone else, right? Wait till tomorrow for the information. Same, man. I don't actively seek out anything, like, leaky, right? Like, it doesn't make sense for me to do, because I don't pay attention to leaks. I'd rather experience the game fairly fresh. Like, if you know, the creators of the game telling me stuff about the game to promote the game is one thing. But yeah, like, explicitly searching out leaks of information that's not supposed to be public yet, like, why? The only reason I can understand it is if you're a content creator whose entire, like, channel or a large amount of your channel and your views come from leak stuff. But even then, I don't understand the people who watch that content. Ignore it all. Yeah, like, same. There's no reason to pay attention to anything that isn't official, right? The only thing you're doing at that point is setting yourself up to be let down, right? Like, you're gonna think something's happening, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be this, and like, you get excited about a part of a rumor, and it doesn't happen, right? And the thing is, like, you have rumors and stuff, and they just, even if they start out as a, oh, I heard this rumor, it very, very quickly escalates into, this is what I was told, and it's the truth, right? And like it just starts getting passed around as fact, it starts getting embellished, and then the hype train happens, and then the hype train just derails and lets down. How's it going, J-Team? How you doing, man? Hope you get the shiny soon. I hope so. I hope we can get it. Hope we can get it quickly here. One of the nice parts of streaming on YouTube is y'all can't force me to drink too much water. Just want to see more of Lechonk, and to be honest, that's fair. That's fair. The internet fell in love with Lechonk the moment it was announced. You can tell that the localization team has millennials on it now. You can tell that people who can make decisions at Game Freak, or at least like, at least in the English versions. I don't know exactly how the name translates elsewhere, but you can tell we've hit a point where like millennials / Gen Z have started like getting a hold into that. Lechonk, you got Chonk and Smol, both like official Pokemon names now. I am still very intrigued at how this game is going to work out. Like how do they kind of structure the game in terms of it being open world, right? Like, I'm curious. I'm very curious to see what else they kind of provide tomorrow. Obviously, like, tomorrow's our big day to learn this information. I'll be real, I'm more excited for a little bit more open worldness now that I've been playing Breath of the Wild. Now I'm like, okay, I get the hype. Having actually played a little bit more, I understand the hype. If Pokemon can do it well, which is a big if, Game Freak is not known for getting innovations correct. If they can get it right, it could be fantastic. It could be really good. So, we'll just have to wait and see at this point. I feel like there's recently with Pokemon games especially, there's been like a little bit of a hiccup in their first generation on a new system. Even going back to Gen 4, I would argue that Diamond and Pearl especially had a lot of really weird quirks going to the DS that, like, you know, Black and White ironed out and they got a lot more used to the system at that point. I would say similar things for the 3DS with Gen 6 and Gen 7. Really from XY to ORAS, they ironed stuff out. Sword and Shield was their hiccup on Switch. I hope if they hiccup again, I don't know what to say at that point. I don't know really anymore beyond that, but we'll see. It's more open world. I don't want it to be a barren wasteland like Sonic Frontiers. Agreed. I would prefer if it's open world. It can be open world. Doesn't have to be big open world. Make your map overall smaller. Like, in terms of physical footprint, your map can be smaller than like a normal Pokemon map because it's open world and you can go everywhere all at once. But the real problem is if you make it open world like that, how do you build it in a way that feels big enough, like, for all the amount of stuff? Like, assume you need somewhere between 8 and 10 towns for this game to work, plus generally a non-town story location and Pokemon League. So you need like 11 to 12 points of interest on this map that are varying degrees of distant from each other, but not terribly far from each other. So I'm interested in how they would do it. But yeah, like Sonic Frontiers, that's just like a meme. That was a tech demo meme, right? Like yeah, I don't know who decided that was ready to show to the public in any way that you would give a name, right? Like, it'd be one thing to say we're attempting Sonic open world. here's what we have. You know, in the kind of way that, like, we've seen Mario tech demos before, like Mario 128 and stuff. Where it's like, yeah, here's this cool stuff, but it's so blatantly obviously a tech demo, no one can be upset that it doesn't have content. But, like, Sonic Frontiers is like, it's open world, but Sonic's fast, so we have to make things far apart. You don't have to. Are you sure about that? Am I sure about what? But yeah, so for Pokemon it could be interesting, right? Like, because yeah, you wouldn't want it to be like Sonic Frontiers. You're right there. But it's like, it's a meme, it looks like a tech demo. I'm not saying it is, I'm saying... I 100% agree, Sega can absolutely ruin stuff when they want to, or when they don't want to. Tech demo will be the final game guaranteed. It's Sega, I don't disagree. Sonic is such a bizarre franchise in the fact that it's Sega's big thing, right? Like, you think Sega, you think Sonic. I don't think anyone really thinks otherwise. Why do my hats always end up weirdly at an angle? I don't know. But when you think Sega, you think Sonic. The same way when you think Nintendo, you think Mario or something, right? Like, you generally think Mario. Yet, they cannot consistently make good games. Not even, like, consistently make great games. They can't consistently make games that the community enjoys. I don't know what it is, but it feels like Sonic is always on this cycle of they make a fantastic game. They knock it out of the park. And then the games progressively get worse until Sonic is circling the drain and they get desperate and they actually try and they make a good game that is phenomenal again. And it's just the Sonic cycle. Right? Like, they can't do anything right until they're about to just die. I think Yakuza. Like, I know Sega has other stuff, but, like, Sonic is such a big thing for them. Bayonetta is their only constant good game for 1 and 2. Like, but that's the thing, right? Like, they have these other games, they have decent games, right? Like, in the same way that, like, Mario, like Nintendo Mario, like, they have other stuff. They have Animal Crossing, they have hardware, obviously. They have Zelda, they have these other things. Like, they have franchises, and they're all generally good. Like, occasionally you'll waver. Occasionally they make a weird Mario sports game that's not too great, but, like, overall, Nintendo is on point. Sega has one mascot to focus on. Again, yeah, they have other games, but, like, they have one mascot series to focus on. They have Team Sonic, but it's like they won't fund Team Sonic until Team Sonic is about to die, right? Like, they just keep leaving it to die and they resuscitate it at the last moment. I don't know, it's weird. It's fascinating to me to see that, and, like, it's such a simple thing too, right? It's Sonic. You go fast. I don't really even like Sonic games personally. Maybe that's a weird hot take, unpopular opinion. I don't know. They're so base. It feels like Kirby, but on, like, 2x speed to me. Normal Kirby, right? Like, we have things like Forgotten Lands. I love Kirby Forgotten Lands. We need to go back to that on Twitch at some point. Follow the Twitch if you don't. But, like, Sonic is garbage, right? But it's like, I can understand that it's not garbage in the same way I understand Kirby's not garbage. But you know what Kirby does? They consistently make good games because there's not all that much you have to get right to make a good Kirby game. It has to be Kirby, he has to be able to get other abilities by sucking up enemies, and you move to the right. Sonic just has to do the same thing continuously with better looking graphics. That's all you need. Add in a weird quirk here and there, and Kirby's cute. That's true. Kirby does have the cute factor. You can get away with a lot more when you're adorable. Just ask Kirby and Kirby's several war crimes. But, like, that's a thing though, right? Like Kirby is such a simple formula, and you can tweak the formula slightly, right? Like, oh, this one you have, like, you can play multiplayer with Waddle Dees, or oh, this one Kirby has some extra little abilities and stuff like that. And unless you truly make like a massive change and a massive experimental game like Forgotten Lands was, you don't really risk anything. How is it that Sonic has ended up in this situation where? And the thing is, like, if this has been proven right. Sonic Mania happened, which was effectively just like traditional Sonic with a little bit extra spice, and it was massive. Why can they not just keep doing that? Why do they keep having to make it like? They keep thinking they need to experiment with every game like Mario does, but they can't. They constantly prove that they can't, but they do, and it's wild. Kirby can kick my butt. Okay, we stopped playing Kirby at some point in the middle of that boss fight, and it became a Souls-like. I don't know. Kirby got wildly weird and difficult. But yeah, like, but that's the thing, right? Like, I'm not a super big fan of Sonic. A game like Sonic Mania wasn't really for me. But you know what? Team Sonic, don't make games for me. Make games for the people who bought the original Sonics, who bought Sonic Mania. Make games for those people. You need to keep the audience that likes your game and get new people who like that style of game, not go after an audience that doesn't like that kind of game. You put Sonic on something, you put Kirby on something. It took Juan talking about Kirby being like the type of game that Forgotten Lands is for me to get Forgotten Lands. The same thing applies to Sonic. You could make a Sonic game that's effectively Crash Bandicoot, and for one, I'd go, why would you make that? Crash Bandicoot exists. But like, it's also Sonic, so it's not the first thing I think of when I think I want to play a Crash game. Right? Like, they don't need to make games for me. They need to make games for the audience that wants that game. If Kirby is Dark Souls game, is the easiest Souls game you've played. That one boss fight, that final boss fight in Forgotten Lands, was just wild, honestly. I'm impressed. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, that was a wild time. I enjoyed that game a lot. Thank you for the recommendation for it, Juan. It kind of jump-started the whole Twitch channel being revived as well, which has been great. I've loved doing that. I feel like everyone in chat here is at least somewhat familiar with the Twitch channel, so no need to mention it. Hardest. True. I haven't dealt with not New Game Plus stuff, but just like in general 100% completion stuff. Well, to find a time, Twitch channel is going well. It's going so well, man. I'm really enjoying it. Twitch, what's that? This weird thing that like you do when you're like dying and someone pokes you. But no, it's been fun. It's been fun. The kind of numbers there have been healthy. They've been growing. It's been enjoyable. It's still one of those things I'm trying to figure out how to strike the right balance between Twitch and YouTube. Between the two of them, obviously, I've spent a lot more time on Twitch recently. I feel like I bring this up literally every time I'm on YouTube. It's like, oh, I should be over here more, and it's kind of like I want to, but I've enjoyed the Twitch stuff so much, and like, the thing is, like, I kind of get to points where I'm like, I don't want to stream, I want to stream other stuff, and I always feel like I end up wanting to stream on Twitch, and like, I want to stream on YouTube too, but I have to pick and choose, right? And there's only so many days in the week that I can handle streaming, and that number is like 4 or 5 tops. Wednesdays I don't. I need the breather in the middle of the week, and then the weekend's tough. Hey, what's going on, Beldum? Welcome, welcome. Just got hit by a 20-minute traumatic story stream that all builds up into a Joe Mama joke. Not maidenless anymore. Way to go, Juan. Way to go. Beldum got jabaited. How does it feel, Beldum? Yeah, and this week of streaming is already kind of weird. This weekend's busy with a bunch of I'm gonna be busy with a bunch of different things, so it's kind of in like this strange category already, as far as whether or not I'll be streaming even on Twitch on certain days. Like Thursday I'm streaming, but Friday is gonna be real weird and iffy. Since I have stuff going on later on in the evening, closer to usual end of stream time, so that's not a big deal, right? I can end like half an hour early or something. But leading up to that time, I have other stuff happening, so weirdness. 5 a.m. stream, oh god. That would basically just have to be a late night stream for me. I don't do mornings well. I don't know, it's set up so well, and then suddenly the Joe Mama joke in the stream ends. That's awesome, though. That's amazing. You don't even know how to feel. You can't process it. But I am thinking, JT, you joke the 5 a.m. stream. I think if the Friday stream doesn't happen normally, because the thing is, I've taken the day off work to do some of this stuff. I've at least put it in as like I'm taking it off. So we're at a point where it's like I can figure this out if I need to, but I'm trying to figure out the time when I can stream, and it might just end up being a like late morning stream on Saturday. We're making good progress in Breath of the Wild, and I want to continue doing that. So yeah, we'll see. There's also a chance I get really, really lucky, and the whole thing works out fine. We just miss like half an hour at the end of stream. Like I start half an hour early on Friday or something, right? I start at 3:30 instead of 4. And we just kind of roll through it. That could totally be it. We'll see. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. Just keep an eye on Discord when it comes to getting around to that date. But yeah, Thursday stream will be normal. We should make good progress in Breath of the Wild then. Which honestly is probably going to put us at a point where I really, really freaking want to stream on Friday. I imagine us getting very close to the next Divine Beast. So, it's like, we'll be getting really close to the end at that point, right? So it's like, I'd really, really want to do it. I'd really, really want to get to the point where I'm finishing up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We still have a ton of stuff to do in Breath of the Wild as well. I want to do all the shrines. There's a few things I want to try to do. I don't think I'll go for 100% on stream. I think like a lot of that content gets really obnoxious, and it'll just be me looking at a lot of maps for Korok seeds. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like there's only so much blind exploration I want to do on stream, in terms of just like wandering around and seeing what I come across. Do Koroks for the funny. Just do a whole run of Koroks. 900 are not required for 100%. But I want them all, one. I want them all. But at the same time, like I said, like, there's only so much. Eventually we'll get to a point where it's either completely blind walking around or following a guide. And neither of those feel like stream content. You know? Like, stream content needs to be stuff where, like, beyond a very small nudge here and there, we're good, right? Like that's really the only thing. It's like a very, very small, like, do this kind of nudge is really the only thing I would say I would really find I should be doing, like I should need on stream, right? Silently staring at a guide, or like having to have chat walk me through literally everything, or me running in circles, all feel like very frustrating things to watch. And very awkward things to make other people watch. So yeah, like if my whole channel was 100% revolved around completion, it'd be different. Like I'd prefer, if I was gonna take that time and do more Breath of the Wild content, I would prefer to start the game over and do like a challenge run, do master mode, or do just something else, right? Like not allowed to use this kind of weapon, or this you know, don't use this rune or something like that, right? Like limit myself in some other way and replay the game. Because I feel like that adds more content. That's more value for a viewer to watch than say, like, me wandering around trying to find, you know, the last little item I need to get to 100%. Like, shrines make sense. Finding shrines is a big deal. We can kind of find those and get more stuff, do the combat, do the puzzles, things like that. But like there will get to a point where it's like, maybe, you know, speed run or something. Think the memories, pictures of the compendium. Yeah, like pictures of the compendium, like that's the kind of thing that would get tedious, because I haven't done any of that. Upgrade all clothing, location names, that's it. Nothing else goes to 100%, you believe. That's still a lot of stuff, and like I said, the compendium's the big one there. I can do shrines on stream, unlocking the whole map, that kind of stuff makes sense. I'm okay with doing that, because I think we're gonna, whatever way we take to the next Divine Beast, I'm gonna try to, like, go to those towers, make a little bit of progress during that. You know, so that's kind of where my mind's headed with it. It's like, yeah, we can do some stuff, but I'm not going to go around and try to take a picture of every kind of flower or every kind of animal or whatever it is needed for the compendium. You can buy all the pictures, but not sure if it's true. You can buy a lot, yeah. I did go to the tech lab, and the Hiteno tech lab, and talk, and they're like, yeah, you can buy pictures to like fill it back up, but like, do you really want to see a stream of me grinding for rupees for me to buy pictures? Like, that feels very boring. So, again, it's like, I could, but I'd rather spend that time. I'd rather just be like, alright, well, we beat Ganon. You know, we beat Ganon, we got all the shrines. Now I'll grind. You know, I'll go around and buy the armor from various armories. I'll go around and do the compendium and stuff like that off camera, right? Like, that's the kind of thing that I'll do off camera after I finish the game. I've been trying to not really taint anything worth nothing since it's easy to hoard. I'm not disagreeing, Juan. I'm not saying, like, oh, it's too expensive. I'm just saying, like, I would imagine, outside of a few outliers of people who just like chilling with me, which I appreciate, there's very little value to a stream to get that stuff. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get 100%. I'm not saying I won't get 100%. We just might not get 100% on stream. That's all I'm saying there. Right? Like, 100% in Kirby, where we go around and we do challenges in levels, doable. But filling a compendium. A concern YouTube's letting you leave the app and still watch if you accidentally use a free trial of premium? Oh no. No, I mean, picture in picture is not a premium thing, Beldum. Picture in picture, the only thing that's premium is leaving the app and still watching music. Since this isn't music, this is just video, you can do that. It's not going to be 50% because you can do it again in master mode. But that's the thing, right? Why watch me do a compendium when you could watch me do master mode? That's where I'm coming from here. Do master mode. I like the idea of looking at, like, challenge runs, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's one of those things, right, where it's like, I'm interested in trying some other stuff. Or we could play Link's Awakening. I still have Link's Awakening to play too. Like, I have other games to play. So yeah, we can play Link's Awakening, we can play other things, we can play a bunch of Splatoon online, I don't know. When does Splatoon, do we have a, you've mentioned this before, Splatoon 3 is coming out next year, right? Only started doing it today, it's nice we don't want to accidentally sign up for something. What kind of phone do you have, Beldum? Because I have premium, but I like didn't have premium. I was able to do picture-in-picture for years without premium. I'm on Android, so I don't know if iPhones are different. This year, September. Okay, all right. So about a month. All right. Might need to play some Splatoon 2 to get ready for Splatoon 3. Maybe. We shall see. So yeah, we may play some of that then. iPhone XR, okay. Do picture-in-picture with the website, but not the app, but now it's on both. Okay, so yeah, it's probably just like the YouTube on iOS added that or whatever finally. Cause yeah, that's been a thing. That's not specifically like a premium thing. Obviously, double check. If I were to open up my YouTube right now, the number one way to check, there's nothing weird in my feed, so I'll show it, is like my YouTube app says premium. So if your YouTube app says YouTube and it doesn't say premium, you're good. That's like the big way to tell. Like the site switches to saying premium. They do make it pretty apparent if you have premium or not. I still wish the Shine Charm affected these hunts. It's a little bit annoying that it doesn't. I think this is a win because now you can have picture-in-picture with YouTube streams and not have to pause and then fast forward. Nice. A win all around. The absolute most devastating thing happened to me today, guys. I lost a sock. Y'all have any of like those pairs of socks that are like just they are a pair? Where it's like, because I feel like most people, in most cases, rat mod what's going on. Still no shiny Shaymin, no shiny Shaymin yet. But I feel like most people, this is how it is for most of my socks, right? I buy like a giant pack of them, and it's just like 24 socks that all work together. But this like pair was like a right and left, specifically those pair. I put them both in the washing machine, or I could have sworn I did at least, and then not both of them came out of the dryer. What game? Pokemon Go in my house in the dryer. It was bad. I gotta go catch another one. Nah, but it was just like, I washed them along with some other clothes. Like, alright, I need these for later. Pulled them all out. Started trying to get dressed. And only had one sock. I was like, where the hell is the other one? And I have no clue. I couldn't find it. Sad day, sad time. But yeah, so that was the sad story of the day. The low point. The low point aside from having to like actually get up and not sleep in. Time they're doing the butt over and over just to get some runes in this game that keeps falling off the cliff. And you keep getting 5,000 runes. Nice. You said you're playing, are you playing Elden Ring 1? To clarify what's going on here? Yeah. Yeah, I had, when I was still playing Elden Ring, because I just haven't in months, there was one spot where I would grind, where it's like every enemy gave like something like 1,000 souls. And I set a path where I could walk around and take all of those enemies out every single time. And yeah, I'd walk out of there, 10,000 new souls each time. I need to get back into that game. I need to play it more, because I really didn't experience much of it at all. And I want to play more of it. I enjoyed the bits I played. Same kind of deal as Breath of the Wild, where it's like eventually I put it down for a couple days and it just never got picked back up. So I need to play it again. I want to, but just other games came out. I started playing other stuff and I just haven't gone back. Next to a grace, so you stab him, walk me for the grace and repeat. Ah, there you go. Yeah, mine wasn't directly next to a grace, but I could just teleport back to it. I would just teleport to the grace. So I had to reload, which kind of sucked. I couldn't just, yeah. Stab, like, go back, rest and stab again would be a lot nicer. Unfortunately, I did not have that luxury. Need to continue Cuphead, but your controller doesn't want to connect to your laptop. RIP. I wonder what the issue with the controller is. Butt stab your controller. Always good advice. Juan always gives good advice to chat. What sucks is the controller doesn't want to connect to the Xbox either. First thing I would do is try new batteries. try new batteries, see if it needs to be like resynced or something. Alright, I think, I'm thinking, and I'm in a weird mood today as far as, like, I feel like I need to be up and doing stuff. I don't know why, but, like, just sitting in this chair is kind of making me go stir crazy today. Maybe it's because I spend all day working in this chair, and then I stream, and then I play games in this chair, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up and I sit in this chair again. I don't know, maybe that's not the healthiest way to live. But I think today we're gonna finish out this hour of streaming. I think we'll find another time to do the other hour for the week of SHAYMIN, or just do some other stuff Pokemon wise. I think, I don't know, my brain is just getting lost elsewhere, you know? You guys ever have that feeling where it's like my brain's just like, oh, let's go do stuff, let's go do other stuff, and I feel like that's kind of, I feel like I need to listen. Oof, I know. I apologize for that, because I do like doing the shiny hunting, I do like doing the streaming with it, but I just want to be happy. I know, man, me too. Me too. But yeah, no, so it's just like, I feel like I need to get up and do stuff, you know? Or I'm just going to be completely stir crazy all night. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel my vibe? We'll do some more shiny hunting soon. We'll figure out some stuff there. Figure out Legends hunting, figure out other BDSP hunts, figure out SOS again. It's been forever since we've done that. My 3DS capture card's been sitting on my desk just staring at me. So yeah, we'll figure out something there. Because I want to do some other shiny hunts as well, alongside SHAYMIN. Since we got what, like 8 to 10 minutes left, Darkrai and SHAYMIN together. Possibly, I guess. I have the 2 switches, I have the 2 capture cards, kind of. That other capture card's still kind of flaky. But yeah, I mean, theoretically, yeah. Well, we can see about that. For sure. My hair really doesn't want to stay off to the side. But yeah, no, we'll figure stuff out. If you guys have suggestions for shiny hunts and stuff, I know we did start that Sinisty hunt, which It's gonna be a rough one and a long-term one. We'll see. But I need to work some more on getting like layouts and stuff together. I haven't used the 3DS capture card at all since moving to this house. Almost a year ago at this point. So ready for Pokemon Direct tomorrow? Heck yes. Hopefully we see some really hype news with some stuff. Overall, I'm going into it the same kind of mentality I've gone into like everything with Pokemon recently, of just like, you know, go in, see what it's got, and just vibe with it from there. School starts in a week for you, and it's not very exciting though. If some miracle happen, it won't be as bad as last year. I hope it's a good year for you, Beldum. I hope so. I forgot that, yeah, school would be starting back up for a lot of people now. Getting to the end of summer. It's kind of crazy. It's weird. I'm like finally getting to the point with work, with having been working now as long as I have, where most of the people I know, like IRL that I know, are out of school at this point and are also working. And so I'm very, very quickly like losing my frame of reference with that. It's weird. It's crazy how much like it's stuck around and then just suddenly is gone. It's suddenly just like, oh yeah, like this would be summer right now. That's weird to think. Right? Like it very quickly flipped, as opposed to like the first year I was working, very, very quickly I kind of realized like, oh, you know, summer would be over. I would be back at school. And like, it's very strange. It's strange how much that's changed in like a year. A year or two. Because like, yeah, for those first 2 years or so, it was just, it felt like something in my brain was like, all right, when school's starting again? And it's like, it's not. That's done. It's kind of funny to hit that point. But it'll be good, Beldum. It'll be good, man. It'll be good. Alright. We can't leave stream without the crabs. I want to see chat super hype with crabs as much as YouTube allows it, because they're really stinky about it. Maybe it'll be better if I made a friend at the end of last year. They're still messaging on. Like, that's not true. Hey, that's awesome. There you go. Starting off the year, if like there was a little bit of an uptick and you're keeping that going into the new year, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. It'll be good. It'll be good. I believe. Hey, there we go, Juan. We got the crabs. The crab rave. How many crab went through? I got 3. I got 3 big messages of crabs. I got 3 crab parades. It's frustrating that you have no way of knowing. You like have to ask me, like, how many came through? I had to approve all of them. You can't the crabs can't get through without validation. That's still so weird and frustrating and annoying to me. There's a fourth. It's frustrating to me that YouTube's like, nah, you can't, no, it's fine. We just took care of the moderation for you. And it's like, no. I get mad even when, like, human moderators do a lot of stuff. Oh gosh, Juan, there's so many. The crab rave is over. Oh my god, Juan. Okay, Juan, this is like legit enough. You can stop now. You can stop. There is no chat, just crab. The problem is I don't want to say no and like reject a message because then it'll be like, oh, you don't want the crab messages. We got you. Despite you approving 10 and rejecting 1. We got you. We understood the rejected 1. You're done with them now. Alright. We're going to do one more here. We're going to do one more SHAYMIN. See if it's a shiny or not. And then we'll end up wrapping up, like I said. Weird mood. Feel like I need to get up from this chair and walk around for a bit. Do some, like, be productive outside stuff. I don't know. Weird, right? Who does anything not at their computer? That's kind of strange. But yeah, no, in general, I feel like I need to get up, go around. I appreciate everyone hanging out today. All the good stuff. Let's see if we get that shiny. Be awesome if we got it last encounter of the night. But unfortunately, it is not. So, with that, there are all the crabs. There they are. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I appreciate you guys being here. Somebody guessed the delay is big since you stopped at the end of the delayed song. Really? Wow. Wow. Might be worth like a refresh on stream or something. But in general, we are at the end. Oops, all crabs, right? Oops, all berries. Oops, all crabs. But yeah, so thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Apologies again for being in a weird mood, a weird not streaming mood. But yeah, we'll figure some stuff out. We'll figure other things out as far as shiny hunting goes. For those unaware, which I don't really know if any of you guys who are in chat are unaware, head over to twitch.tv/mindless_enigma, linked in the description. Follow me there. We do a ton of streaming over there every week. We've been doing some fun stuff recently, playing through Breath of the Wild and good things. So yeah, definitely would love to see you guys there. We'll be back streaming here as well. So, you know, not abandoning here or anything. We're just mixing it up a little bit. But yeah, I'll be back. Be streaming on Twitch on Thursday. We'll find another day to stream here on YouTube as well. So yeah, until next time, guys, take care.